In this video, I'm just going to show you a quick way of creating a random number in order for you to be able to take a sample. And so we're first just going to create a new column. I'm just going to call this my random number. And now inside this cell that I'm working in, I'm going to type first an equality sign, and then capital R-A-N-D, an open parenthesis, and a closed parenthesis. And then when I hit enter, I'm going to get a random number. Now if you're doing this on your own, you're going to get a different random number than me. Your numbers aren't expected to match mine. Now I want to do this for every single row in my data set, but I don't want to type that in each time. So I'm going to take this little corner thing here. You see that little plus sign, so I can now click it, I'm going to drag it. So as I drag that, that's going to do that same function that I just got done doing for every single row in my data set. So if I drag that down to where my data ends, I'm going to get a random number for each value. Now what I'm going to do is going to seem a little silly at first, but it's to make sure that these numbers don't change. I'm now going to copy, so I did Control C on my computer. Over here I'm going to right click, and I'm going to paste a special. I'm going to paste the values directly. And if you notice, it looks like I have the exact same thing. But the difference is now you actually see up here there's a number, whereas over here there's still that function. And if you notice, each time I even play with these and go up here, the numbers change. And so that's why I wanted to actually paste these over here so that they stopped changing on me. So now I can delete this column. So I right clicked on it and I'm going to click delete. I'm going to now title this my random number. Now I'm going to sort by this random number. So I'm going to go up here and just do a regular left click to highlight my entire sheet. I'm going to go to sort. I'm going to make sure that my data has headers is checked, because that's going to say that the first row are just the names of my columns. I'm going to sort this by that random column that I just created, and I'm going to sort it from smallest to largest. So now it's rearranged my entire sample, and so maybe I could sample the first so many observations. So I could say, well, I want to maybe sample 30. So I could kind of just find those and have that be my data set that I'm going to use. So if I wanted to, I could always go in here and just copy my new data set, so my new 30 rows. Technically I'm going to be going down to 31 since that first one was the column names. I can Control copy that, and then I could always put that in a new Excel spreadsheet so I didn't get that confused with my original data. Now when I'm totally done, this random column is of no use to me. That was just used to help me collect or select my sample, so I can right click and delete that once I'm done. And now I would have my sample of 30 observations from my data set.